First and foremost, I got a lot of thank yous. I want to start off by James Armstrong on women's soccer. Congratulations, because obviously I was watching that right before I came out, so excited for their postseason. And then I just want to thank our administration. As you know, this has been an unbelievable journey to get in here and take the fence down. I joked with some of you all I know is the fence. So for them to bust their butt and get the hump to, which I think is one of the best college arenas, and it's even nicer now. Thank you to all the people, the workers who made it possible so we can open up on opening day. And then I want to give a big shout out to this university. The text messages, Chris Jans reaching out to me before the game to make sure, even though we work across the hall from each other, like, hey man, good luck. Our baseball coach, everybody. Again, this is what makes this place very special. We support each other, we believe in each other, and it makes me proud to be a Bulldog, and most importantly, work here. And then just a shout out to my young women. I think I was talking to Robbie earlier this week. The question was like, all right, what do you expect? And I said, man, buckle your seatbelt because this team has some ooh-wee. All right, well, we're capable of putting up some big points quick, like we did 26-7. And then we have some ooh-wee, like we finished the fourth quarter 17-15, where I'm trying to get us to a championship level and another standard that we play to a high effort and a high level for 4 quarters. But some of that tonight, you got to give credit to Alcorn State. My thoughts are with their head coach, who was not there, unfortunately, who's sick, and then them just playing hard for 4 quarters and giving us everything we got. But then again, a shout out to my team for coming together and learning to play. I talked about it. I've got a lot of great individual talent, but I'm trying to make a great team. And I saw glimpses of that. Film will be great for us this week so we can get in and make those teaching points that we said were going to happen, that happened. And I expect my team to learn from it and grow this upcoming week because, boy, we got a big one coming up next.
I asked you about those roles, players, had they gotten into those roles yet? And it looked like you had 11, I think, out there in the first quarter.
Yeah.
You talk about kind of the ooh-wees or whatever, 36% shooting and 18 turnovers. How much of that is you just trying to find the right pieces and playing so many players?
Yeah, well said. Yeah, it's a double-edged sword to the way, I appreciate you phrasing it that way. I wanted a lot of kids to play and get a taste of opening night, but to your point, I could have caused some of that by not letting them get a flow, trying to have them come in and succeed. But I also say this, all right, my guy Luke Carnes, who's awesome with stats, told me at half we missed 10 layups. So I don't care if I put you in for 1 minute or 2, you got to make a layup. All right, we got to make free throws, so to those points, that's where I'm going to make sure that they're focused because those are controllables that we can make sure we take advantage of. And then most importantly, rebounds. Because when we rebound, we can run. So those are things that I'm really going to harp on to your point.
Tanner.
Obviously, Jacayla Jordan, huge night for her. Talk about her kind of effort tonight on both ends of the floor.
Well, first of all, I would like to hopefully recognize her this year as Miss November, okay? Because I joked about this last year. She was Miss February for that 20-piece that she had like no other. What was it, Robbie? 5 games, 6?
Yeah.
Putting you on the spot here.
Yeah, I think it was about 5 or 6.
Yeah, 5 or 6. That was unbelievable. And I told her, where's that in the rest of the year? So that was our relationship. Obviously, is a lot better here because I've had time with her that I've really challenged her. And boy, she came out the gate for 26. I think the next thing for our team that I'm excited to show film is I told her at half, I said, Jerk, you're gonna pay us for 40, a 40-piece. But then she went out there, and what I love about her is she could have kept shooting, but she got the ball to other people. And I talked to my team at the time. I said, guys, Jerk's got the hot hand, and she's not willing to take bad shots right now. But who can get her a shot and get her going because she's going to have one of these nights. So those are those growth moments, the chemistry that you all can expect as fans and media that, tonight was Jerk's night, but tomorrow could be somebody else's. And that's what great teams have is multiple people who can step up night in and night out.
Y'all had 70 rebounds tonight.
Is that a record?
We'll check on that.
No, that's a question, yes.
Come on, Nate.
Yeah. Nate, we're putting him on. Hey, he's killing it right off the gate, though.
Yeah.
How much has that, kind of changed what you guys can do offensively, crushing the boards like that? And it was pretty obvious with Lauren and Jerk, y'all looking to push off of those rebounds.
Yeah, man, it's exciting because we want to play fast and the turnovers are driving me nuts. What color is my hair right now? Is it gray yet?
It's still black.
It's black.
You're good.
All
You're
right.
good.
Let it
Let's
grow
do
out
it
a little
before
bit.
and after. Year 3, you joked with me, Joel, about year 1, being my first year. How was year 2? All right, year 3 might be a lot of gray hair if we don't start taking care of the ball. So, no, it's awesome. I mean, when you look at Ramani Parker's wingspan, like, oh my gosh, I had a ooh-wee moment for me. She's just way up there, near my freshman. Oh my gosh, her arm span is so long. And then obviously you got Jessica Carter, just an absolute beast. And then how about Erin from Arkansas? All right, transfers in. I've challenged her to be hungry. 23 minutes, 13 points, and 11 rebounds. We've got a lot of bigs that can flat out go get it. But my one person I'm going to challenge is Lauren Park Lane. All right, she had 0 rebounds in 34 minutes. So as great as she played, she knows that she's got to get me 3 to 4 for us to have championship aspirations.
78 is the record.
Ooh, well done.
Most in 2009.
Hey, there we go. I like it. See, everybody's ready first day here. I like this. All right.
Coach, I know a big win for you guys, but I know the 3-point shooting wasn't probably what you wanted it to be tonight. Kind of talk about that aspect. Did you want them to stop shooting as much or just keep shooting until they fall?
All right, you ready for this answer?
Yes.
And I told my team on the sideline, turn off the TV and quit watching the Golden State Warriors. I swear we were having 3-on-2s and we were flaring out for threes like it was Steph Curry. And I said, y'all have to be watching that on TV because I don't teach that in any of my drills. So, and then I joked with them again because I'm trying to lighten this team up. They're playing hard for me. They want to be great, but at some point you got to look in the mirror. And I said, y'all, our fans are like, why do we keep shooting threes? And like I've always said, I'm going to talk nice to them if they deserve to be talked nice to. But also I'm going to talk to them real if they need to be real. So there's moments that I want us to learn from that. I want some basketball IQ because I think that comes in with so many newbies that they want to perform individually. It's not selfish, but they just want to perform. But when they do that and they go crazy on me, then it's more about them than us. So if we can clean that up, it's really going to take us to the next level.
Jack.
Lauren Park Lane's kind of in a different role than she was in Seton Hall, but it seemed like she had pretty good command of that offense, 7 assists tonight. I guess what did you just kind of see from her in her first game here?
Man, steady Eddie. I mean, if our fans couldn't fall in love with her after tonight, I don't know what to tell you. That end of the first quarter where she rejects the ball screen and shoots that floater, like, I've coached 20 years. I've never seen a kid that crafty to get a shot off so it don't get blocked. And then, you know what? That speaks volumes to her. And if you go back to the press clippings that our awesome media department has made, what I love about her is she always talks about, I want to lead my team in assist. Like, who does that when they transfer with a stage that they have? Right? A lot of kids in today's society want to come in and say, I want my points or this, but for her to say that and then actually lead us in assist gives me a lot of hope and big enjoyment for what's to come.
Colin.
This is kind of 2 years in a row now that you've been able to go out and find those really experienced players to kind of round out this rotation. Yeah. What are you seeing from them so far as you try to build chemistry in this team?
Yeah, let them free. All right, that's why you come here. I'm not going to run a bunch of sets. There's a tempo, and most importantly, the fan base. Can I give a major shout out to our fan base? On a Monday night, we opened this thing up and we were close to 5,000. Come on, man. Again, this is why women's basketball is special. So I don't want a slow-paced game. I want our fans to know if you attend, we're going to put on a performance and we're going to play fast. So I think that's why these kids come, and I was glad to see us get after it. But we got to stop turning it over. Shoot it before you turn it over, to your point, because then we can rebound it like no other. But no threes.
Elizabeth.
You had 3 players with double-doubles, and they're kind of all spread across the floor
Yeah.
in really different positions. So what does that kind of say about your team's versatility, and
Ooh.
how will that work going forward?
First of all, great question. Okay, shout out to you. Well said. All right. First of all, happy coach, right? Because it's just big for me. We have a team saying this year, I don't know if y'all have heard this, Yabba Dabba. All right, this is the dad in me with 3 kids, only watch cartoons. Robbie, I know you're disappointed. If you ever ask me a movie question, I won't be able to come through big for you because I'm watching.
Believe me, I'm there too.
Jurassic Park. Did you see my Halloween outfit, by the way?
That was excellent.
It was, thank you.
Yep.
All right. So,
Jimmy's was better, but Jimmy's was better.
It was. Jimmy was next level with the balloons. He actually handed out balloons in the neighborhood. Like,
that is
that
incredible.
Guy's the juice. Okay, but to come back to your question, I'm sorry. All right. I'm just excited. Like, they're hungry. So we have a Yabba Dabba, and for us, I told this team they're nice kids. All right, but you didn't come here to be nice. We came here to compete for championships. So you got to create a behavior that's not currently within you. So Yabba Dabba for us is post-sprint runs that you believe inside that, you know what, I'm going to beat my opponent down the floor every single time. If we score, we start screaming yabba dabba. Just so you guys, next time you come to the game, don't think we're crazy. All right? Shot goes up, to your point about rebounding. If we go after it and get it for a putback, we scream yabba dabba because I have a mindset that I believe my teammate's not going to make it, which we should have had a bunch of yabba dabbas tonight on the threes. Okay? And then the last thing is a defensive effort that, you know what, on a 2-on-1, 3-on-2, that you're crazy enough to believe that you can get back and break up a play for your teammates. So to your point, your question, to have so many kids with double doubles, I mean, there's a yabba dabba mentality, and if we can do that, watch out.
Stephon.
If I'm not mistaken, Melanie wasn't on the bench. Did you have any update on that?
Yeah, just personal reasons. Yeah.
Robbie.
Near, I was talking to Jessica about this, but Near had 2 points, but it just looks like she's got kind of something different about her, being 6'6", being able to move like that. I mean, what did you see from her, and what have you seen from her so far, and the potential that she has?
Man, thank you for asking about Nair, because here's the thing. When you look at my freshman class, obviously Jazz went in early, right? Miracle went in early, because there's a space. Nair has the hardest road for all the freshmen. She's playing behind Jessica Carter, Ramani Parker, Aaron Barnum, 2 fifth years and a senior. So here she comes in as a freshman, which if you could imagine going against those every day, you feel like you're way behind. But her spirit has been awesome. She's growing faster because she has great big sisters. So to her to get some minutes and feel herself and start dancing and moving, like that's what y'all gonna see out of that kid. She's just really skilled and long. Gotta make sure she uses her left hand on the left-hand side, but man, her future's so bright.
Any other questions for Coach?